In this video, I'm going to share with you what I find to be 5 of the most underrated AI side hustles that you can get started with today. In fact, number 2 made me $5,717 in a week. And be sure to watch this video to the end to find out which AI side hustle I think would be the best one for you to start with. This video is sponsored by Dot Online, but more on them later. All right, underrated AI side hustle number 1 is AI photography packages. So what do I mean by AI photography packages? Well, when I wanted to create an AI version of myself, I went to fal.ai, that's FAL.ai, to create my own AI clone or AI version of myself. And this is called a LoRA because there is a LoRA software on fal.ai that will do this for you. Basically, you are training the AI to be able to create lifelike photos of you in the future, even when you don't have those photos. So I could say something like Molly standing in a field of flowers, and it would create that image for me. But in order to get this to work, you need to train your AI LoRA on 50 plus high quality, high resolution images. Now, this isn't easy for just the average person to do because when I trained it using cell phone images, it just was not that good. The quality wasn't good enough. It wasn't accurate enough. But what I did was I took my professional camera, which most people don't have, and I had my husband take photos of me. I had ChatGPT give me a list of 50 images that would be best, like poses, lighting, areas to film and things that would be best to get photos to train my AI LoRA. Now, this took us like 1 to 2 hours to generate all the different poses for me to do my hair and makeup and get dressed. And I remember just saying to him like, man, I would have just rather paid a professional to just book a photo shoot to actually take all these photos for me to figure out which poses and photos I need to be taking to best train my AI LoRA. And I asked my friend who's in the photo industry, which if you guys remember, I was a professional photographer for 16 years. And I said, are there any photographers out there that are selling something like this right now? And my friend was like, not that I know of. I think this is a massive, massive missed opportunity right now, because if anyone wants to be able to generate affordable AI images of themselves or images they can turn into videos, they're going to have to train their AI LoRA with around 50 high quality images. And so it would be so much easier if people could just book a professional photographer, get those images so that they can then upload that zip file of the images to train their AI LoRA to be able to generate AI photos of themselves. Now, I'm estimating based on what I know about the photo industry, which is actually a lot because I was in it for so long, that you could charge somewhere between $500 to $3,000 per photo shoot. I would have happily paid $1,000 or more to have someone just figure this all out for me. Also, the images would have been edited, which actually helps you train your AI LoRA to give you even better output. So I don't know if I can say save money, but I did spend a decent amount of money several times trying to train my AI LoRA with images that were not high quality enough. And had I just done it right the first time, I wouldn't have lost money on trial and error. If you're creating a business around any kind of AI side hustle, then you need a place people can find you online, a real one. Not some messy link you have to apologize for. That's why I love .online domains. They're simple, clean, and actually available, unlike most .coms that are already taken. And having your own branded domain instantly makes you look more professional, even if you're just getting started. It builds trust and it tells people, hey, this isn't a hobby. This is a legit business. And here's a bonus. Online is searched over 500 million times a month on Google. So yeah, it's SEO friendly too, which means more people can discover you without you doing extra work. So whether you're creating AI tools, selling digital products, or just building your personal brand, a .online domain helps you show up like a pro from day one. And because .online is sponsoring this video, you can grab your own domain for just 99 cents. Just head to the link in the description below this video and use code MOLLY at checkout. It's super easy, and it's one of the fastest upgrades you can make when you're launching your online business. Okay, underrated AI side hustle number 2 is having a monetized school community. Now, as you know, this is the underrated AI side hustle that is making me around $5,717 per week right now. Now, if you don't know what Skool is, it's a platform where you can host paid memberships and communities. Now, my Skool membership is called Freedom Creator Club, and you can pay monthly, yearly, or we currently have an unlimited price, which will be going away soon, but just wanted to mention that. And so this is a paid community, but I call it a paid membership because it's more than just a community. Like, yes, of course, we have the community aspect, but we also have an entire program that will teach you how to grow on YouTube, to move your viewers to email subscribers, to build build your email list. It will also teach you how to actually make sales with your own digital product, how to come up with what you should sell, the messaging, all of that good stuff. So the number one main way that we use AI in our paid membership is with our FCC bot. So this stands for Freedom Creator Club bot, and bot just means a custom GPT. I was able to create my own custom GPT where I trained it on all of our program materials. So we're talking scripts, videos, downloads, worksheets, every single thing in the program I was able to train this bot on. And so what it helps our students with, and they rave about it literally constantly, like I wasn't sure how it would be received, but people love it. They're able to brainstorm their niche with the bot. They are able to work through worksheets. They're able to ask it simple questions and it will find the information within the program. So not only can it help them get their questions answered faster, but it's trained on my knowledge and my program's knowledge. So they don't have to wait for the weekly Q&A call. But of course, if the bot doesn't give them a good enough answer or enough clarity, they can come and ask it on the weekly Q&A call. But this has really cut down on the number of questions. It has helped our students gain an immense amount of clarity. I would say the biggest thing is being able for them to workshop and brainstorm with the bot on things like their niche, their digital product idea, things like that. The other thing I use AI for is using ChatGPT to actually write the scripts for my videos in the program. So I used to have to write these all word for word just off the top of my head. Now what I do is I come up with a list of bullet points. So I look through our surveys, questions our students have, and then I simply feed that into ChatGPT and I say, hey, could you take these bullet points and form this into a script that I could read for my Freedom Creator Club program? Now keep in mind, this is another custom GPT that I've trained on all of our copywriting materials, all of our educational materials. I've trained it on my over 250 different YouTube videos and everything like that, and not to mention all the bullet points of everything I want to cover. It has been insanely helpful. Okay, so let's talk about how much money you could make with a monetized paid membership. Well, let's say you charge $47 a month and you get 100 members to sign up initially. That would be $4,700 a month recurring. So if you've been wanting a side hustle that pays you great money, but you can use AI to help your students get action faster, to be able to automate more things in your business and work less, this might just be the underrated AI side hustle for you. And by the way, if you want to sell your own digital product, like a paid membership or a course or an ebook or a workshop, but you're not sure which type of digital product to sell or what your niche is or what the digital product should be about, then go ahead and download my digital product discovery bot completely for free. It's in the link in the description below this video. All right, the third underrated AI side hustle is a community manager. Now, as you guys know, based on the last one that I just shared, school communities, paid memberships, paid communities, these are all huge right now. But in order to do this, there needs to be somebody in there who's monitoring the posts, accepting in new members, responding to questions, pointing members to where certain answers are in the training or that they can get help on the Q&A call. And most importantly, ensuring that the community remains a positive and helpful one. Okay, and why is this an AI side hustle? Well, with just about everything, AI is best as an assistant and not doing everything 100%. So if you decide you want to be a community manager, you can use things like AI agents to automate a lot of your work. You can use ChatGPT to come up with posts in the community, come up with challenges to get the community to gain engagement and retention. Because the truth is that people will be happy to pay you to manage their community if you can increase the community engagement and the retention. Because the retention means more money for the business. The less new customers they have to get, if they can focus on just increasing the retention inside of their membership. Now, from what I've experienced and what I've seen online and what I've heard from other community managers I've talked to, you can expect to get paid somewhere between $1,000 to $3,000 per month per paid membership or paid community. All right, underrated AI side hustle number 4 is a live workshop as a digital product. Digital products are just such a great business model, whether you want it to be a side hustle or your full-time income eventually. It's so great because most of the work is up front and then there's minimal effort to maintain. So once you make the digital product and you figure out how you're going to sell it, you can start to automate that to just generate sales again and again and again. And one of the best digital products to get started with, in my opinion, is with a live workshop. So the reason I think this is one of the best digital products to get started, and I think it's a great underrated AI side hustle, is because you can do the majority of it with AI, but also because you can pre-sell it. You can start to sell people into your workshop before you've even created it to ensure that it actually sells before you put the time into making it. So what you would do is you would come up with, what is your workshop about? Who does it help? What's the problem that they are going to have solved during this workshop? Come up with a name of the workshop, what's all included, and the date that you're going to go live. Start selling it about 1 to 2 weeks before you actually go live for the workshop. So you start selling tickets and then you say, okay, the workshop's going to happen a week from now or 2 weeks from now on X date and time. Oh, and by the way, if you can't make make it live, no worries. We're going to send everyone the recording as well. So then during the date and time of the workshop, you show up using Google Meet or Zoom or something like that. You deliver it live, and then you can turn that recording into a digital product that you can sell over and over and over again without ever having to go live again. Now you're wondering, okay, well, where does AI come in? Number one, you can use ChatGPT to write your bullets. You're going to share with it, where are the people in the workshop now? Where do they want to be at the end? Where does this workshop need to take them? And what result does it need to get them? You can also use ChatGPT to help you write your checkout page, what the title of the workshop is, what's included. You can also use AI within Canva to create your workshop slides in seconds. They actually have a presentation feature in Canva where you set up your brand colors and it populates all of the presentation slides for you. And all you have to do is go in and pop in your imagery and bullet points, the bullet points that you can get from ChatGPT. So not only is this a faster way to get started because you're pre-selling your product, but you're also using AI to develop it quickly. Okay, so how much money could you make with a live workshop? Well, let's say you sell your workshop tickets for $47 each and you sell 100 tickets. That would be $4,700. Pretty cool. And if you want to figure out what type of workshop idea would be best for you, go ahead and take my quiz using my digital product idea discovery bot. It is linked in the description below. All right, underrated AI side hustle number 5 is having an AI agency for small businesses in your area. So I don't know about you, but as a business owner, I have been pretty overwhelmed by AI. At first, I was pretty against introducing AI into my business. I was like, well, it'll probably be cool in like a few years. Then I woke up to the reality that it's already pretty dang cool and works pretty well, and it's already here. Like, I didn't think video was good enough, but it definitely is. And then it became very, very overwhelming for me to learn custom GPTs, AI agents, creating my own AI Laura, AI images of myself. Like, this is all a lot of work for me to do on top of my everyday work. And I knew that there were so many ways that we could integrate like custom GPTs and AI agents into the business to really automate more, make things more seamless, make business easier. But it's just like, where am I going to find that time on top of, what I'm already doing, right? So that's where I think having an AI agency to help businesses would be extremely helpful. Like, you could contact dentistries and be like, hey, we're going to help automate parts of your customer service or whatever that is. Like, look at all the different things they do on a day-to-day basis in that business and figure out how your AI agents or custom GPTs or whatever could help them run their business more profitably, more automated, more streamlined. And then you can pitch those ideas to that business at a cost. And you can say, we will implement these things for you. Now, personally, I think this would work best if you picked a certain niche. Like, we're going to help small business dentistries. We're going to help small business chiropractors, because once you have all of those like GPTs and agents and everything built out, you can just apply them over and over and over to every single small business in your area. Now, potential earnings for this is really going to vary based on, what can you all help them with? How much time could you save them? How much money could you save them? But I'm going to go ahead and say that you could probably earn at least $1,000 a month by being an AI agency for small businesses in your area. So if you're serious about making more income this year, pick one of these and focus on it for 90 days. I just know yourself 90 days from now will thank you. But maybe you're wondering which of these underrated AI side hustles you should start with. Personally, I think it's going to depend a lot on the skill sets you already have, but without knowing every single thing about your skill sets, your background, I would say for me personally, I find the easiest one on this list to be starting with that live workshop. And with all the AI tools out there, you could get this done in record time and pre-sell it and start making money ASAP. Now that you know what I find to be 5 of the most underrated AI side hustles, you might be wondering, how do you automate your sales so you can get sales even when you're sleeping, on vacation, or working on other things? Well, it all starts with watching this video next here, because when you pair what you just learned with what's in this video, it's going to be way more powerful. See you in the next video.